We're going to go get Gigi now. She doesn't know we're coming.
Need some comic relief.
Mm-hmm.
So let me get a take of you.
Well, so good to see you.
Yeah.
I'm just about ready. I decided to take another carriage. Oh! Oh!
Surprise! She's sitting down.
Now, this is Laura and this is Rebecca. Oh, how about
We've
that?
got more
Oh,
surprises.
you got more?
Amy and
I'm
Tyler.
sorry, this is such a mess. Hi there. Amy. Right. And Tyler. Oh, Tyler. And this is, oh, I already said hi to you. And there's one I haven't seen.
You haven't seen Kristen and Megan yet.
Yeah, I knew that was Megan. Hi, Kristen. How did you get all these kids up here?
We stuck him in the back of the wagon.
I wish you could see my room and it looked nice. I've been all messed up. Hello. Hello, honey.
Hi, Gigi. How are you? Good to see you again.
Good to see you. No
We
one,
had a big
no
surprise for
one
you.
even gave me a
Surprise!
clue.
How you doing? Good to see you.
Thank
Oh, we love you
Did
too.
I miss somebody?
Now you got us all.
Well, this apartment looks pretty good when it's not all messed up, getting ready to
Oh.
go.
Looks fine.
Looks great.
Very pretty.
Oh my, did you all have dinner?
Yes.
Did you have something to eat? Well, I was worried, I thought, oh, they must have stopped to eat someplace.
Yeah, it seemed like it. Because I've been outside. It seemed like they're startled.
This is Jeff's uncle's house.
There he is. How you doing, Tyler? We didn't lose anybody up there on the green thing? Good.
Getting ready for the family photo.
Hi. Hi. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it.
This is Ava.
Hey, Kathy, you can have pictures.
Yeah.
Everybody have sunscreen?
Kristen, where are you going?
Anybody didn't get any, we gotta look. Big thing. You got the wrong stuff. Okay. My bumper? Yeah? Oh, yeah. Okay.
And I know how much work it did to get you all at the same time and get off work and everything. I appreciate it and I love each one of you. But I also want to tell you that where I live, their motto is on their stationery and ads is, how is it?
Where the privileges,
But
where the privileges.
yeah, old age has its privileges, and so you can see it does. And anyway, I've had lots of privileges and have special ones now, and I am happy they're all not happy at all. So There was something else I was gonna say, what was it? Anyway,
That does it pretty well.
That does it well.
anyway, it's one of the privileges that you have when you get old. And look, she gave me an old plate. And it, if I remember correctly, it was an old plate that my mother-in-law had. It's really a nice piece of china, but I got it today.
Right.
Because I have a privilege.
The privileges of age.
Mommy, I like going book.
But thank you all, and individually too. Each one, I love you all.
Oh, thank you.
Happy birthday.
I forgot one thing. I have two special daughters.
All right.
I don't think it's going to be practical. The cake weighs as much as I do. Oh, well, that's an understatement. That's an exaggeration. But a lot of sugar. Before we cut it, I should tell Christian how many pounds of sugar went into it.
Can we
sing happy birthday? Yes, I was going to say that is it possible for us to sing happy birthday to her and leave the cake right here where I won't drop it on Jerry's head?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Could we bring her over? Could we bring her
Yeah.
over?
We need to bring
Excuse
the
me.
cake.
I forgot to thank you.
We can take the cake over there.
You thanked us for
I mean, move the
everything.
cake.
Yeah, big cake.
You can move the cake.
Yeah, let's move the
Oh, okay. Well, somebody else.
Each has its privileges.
Somebody
Yeah.
The
else.
cake comes to grandma.
Okay, but I don't want to look at it.
Come on, roll it.
Tim's gonna get it.
I think Tim can get it. Yeah, don't get a paper cut.
This is tough, man.
Watch out.
Get out this way.
Can I get one? Do you want not right now? Can I have some of my cake?
It's a nice cake.
Anyway, I don't know if you remember it, but this is your life as you dictated it many years ago. And so, what we're going to do
When did
is
I ever dictate? I had to write something and made up stuff.
no. No, this is going to be the gospel truth. Anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to remind you of what your life was like. Because Amy, where's Amy? Amy, I think it was Amy I was talking to. Now we're going to hear a little bit of what Gigi's life was like, some excerpts from Olive Giffen's story as dictated to me maybe 12 or 13 years
Oh,
ago.
I know when that was. Mary Grace had to turn in a paper in college. And so she asked me to dictate something.
Right, okay. John? Okay, everybody listen because we're going to do little pieces of her early life. Okay, John, if you'll stand.
Here we go.
Okay.
Go up front for video purposes, please.
Throw me down a cherry, I called up their pop, who was picking bucketfuls for all the year's juicy pies. I couldn't have been more than 3 or 4, an age to be fussed over.
We never had a box toy.
Okay.
I never had a doll.
Never had a box.
We never had a bought toy.
From the store.
No Toys R Us.
Oh, I see.
I never had a doll. Is that true? Although once I spent a week with Grandma Dennis, and while I was there, she made me a little doll out of old socks.
It was pretty too. She took her husband's sock and made a handmade doll for me. I wish I had kept it.
She made a beautiful white silk dress with scallops along the hem, bound by hand with bias strips. The matching jacket was finished off in scallops too. I had never had a bought dress, but Mom bought me a pretty pink one to wear to baccalaureate.
Very sensitive about things like that. We also had fun listening to the radio. Our favorite regular shows were George Burns and Gracie Allen, Edgar Bergen and Charlie McCarthy, Jack Benny and Mary Livingstone, Fibber McGee, and Molly and Kate Smith singing. Did I get that right?
He sounds like you never watched him. Listen to him, I mean.
We loved them all, but our very favorite was the adventures and misadventures of Amos and Andy 5 times a week. It wouldn't be allowed today. It was done by 2 white comedians in blackface. I don't think the audience was aware of that. They just thought it was 2 black men having fun.
That I'm not sure was such a happy day. Tell us about when Edgar drove you in the golf cart.
Oh.
See, there were other moments.
Well, most of the time we walked and carried our bags, but later, if you could get a cart, you usually got one. And they didn't have carts like they have now. They were open, nothing to hold to, and we were driving along and he was going pretty fast. He thought he saw his ball way out in front. And I said, "There's your ball." It was up on the tail light. Then he turned like that and I fell out. And the worst part of it, he laughed. And he laughed. And he laughed. He had the look on my face and I fell out. It was school and they were all carrying dinner buckets. She wanted a dinner bucket. And I said, "Well, if you quit sucking your thumb, I'll get you." And you know, she quit. She quit right like that. And I got her a dinner bucket.
So what's a dinner
And,
bucket? Is that like a lunchbox?
Mary,
Well, except that instead of like a suitcase, it was like a round oval cookie tin, and it was light green, and it had 2 little handles. It was like a cookie tin with 2 little handles that, like a basket, and you carried it this way instead of like a suitcase. It was wide. I remember it very well.
you remember when
I do.
She quit. She quit. But I just said that in fun. I wouldn't have, made it all true.
Did you buy her one?
Oh yes, it was green. It was green.
And
What else?
she must have been a little past 2, maybe almost 3. We lived on Park Street, and the house is still there.
Kristen, down there next to Megan, so I can get her. Smile. Grandma, smile. It is warm out here, isn't it?
Kristen, where are we?
We're in Williamsburg. We just went back into time about 250 years ago. I like my past.
Good.
See?
It's at the governor's palace. This is the governor's garden.
We go all the way back then, down? No.
Wow, there's Thomas Jefferson.
Citizens, we must provoke the public debate towards ending the importation of slaves if we can indeed be able to end this barbarous commerce
Who's
during
that?
our own lifetime. It did not begin yesterday. It
Thomas
has
Jefferson?
been amongst us now for nearly.
So what'd you see?
Bunch of neat stuff.
Oh yeah, a store, a regular
It's a
store,
Walmart.
the Walmart.
Yeah, right there.
Megan, watch out. What'd you see? Hi, everybody. Where are we?
Williamsburg. George Washington's favorite restaurant.
Which one is that?
Christiana Campbell's Tavern.
Howdy doody.
Howdy. Jenny, is this your house? John, this is your dream house,
This
right?
is my dream house. This is where I want to retire. Probably will.
So it doesn't distract him. Go ask him. He's right over there. Go ask him. I want to ride on it. Mommy, why can't we ride on it?
They don't really cover them up. They
Why
bind
can't
them
we
to
ride
the
on
sides so they'll fit straight in. We want to go
Be distracted.
They pay you to ride on it?
No,
And what?
we're not going to do it. We're going to go do what we want to do.
We are at Jamestown. What's in there, Kristen? What's in there, Uncle John?
It's a secret.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey there, girl.
Four people sleep here. Four
Voice of upper or lower.
Because you have a crew of 13, and you have 12 of those 13 divided into 2 work groups. Basically 2 watches. You work for 4 hours, you're off for 4 hours. So if you have 6 guys assigned to this cabin, only 3 of them will be sleeping in there at a time.
And what's down here?
That is where heavy cargo.
Heavy cargo.
That's where the people.
They can
52
stand
postal
up.
stays. Kristen, wave to me. Hey Jeff, climb up to the top.
Climb up to the top. They'll let you.
There's more down here. Hey, Daddy, there's that pool that we were looking at. Daddy, there's that pool.
Kristen, what are you looking at?
You make the
What are you looking at?
The rooster and the chicken.
We are in Jamestown. Let's go see the guns, Kristen.
Right out in front of her. She's going to shoot an old-timey gun more in her back.
You want this to be your house? Huh?
Oh, well, this has a Sealy Posturepedic in it. So this one
There's
we
shoes
might
under here. You can tell us when we're ready.
Yes, I will.
Open your mouth. Laura, open your mouth.
Why?
It's going to be loud.
With the pressure.
Open your mouth, Rebecca.
Why?
It said to. Keep your mouth open.
Set your piece! Yeah! What?
Whoa.
And not a musket firing. Technically speaking, this is not a musket. To a 17th century person, to someone here at James Fort, this is too small